In 1587, a group of 115 Englishmen, women, and children, the second expedition to establish a foothold in the New World, landed on Roanoke Island, off the coast of present-day North Carolina. Their governor, John White, faced immediate supply shortages. Desperate for help, he reluctantly sailed back to England for reinforcements. Leaving his entire family, including his infant granddaughter, Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas, White intended a quick turnaround, but the outbreak of the Anglo-Spanish War trapped him in Europe. When he finally returned to Roanoke, 3 long years later, in 1590, he found not a thriving colony, but a ghost town. The settlement was meticulously dismantled. There were no bodies, no signs of struggle, and no trace of the 115 souls who called it home. The only clue left behind was a single word carved deeply into a wooden post: Croatoan. What actually happened to the lost colonists of Roanoke? For centuries, historians and archaeologists have debated a handful of chilling theories. The most compelling evidence points to assimilation. Before leaving, Governor White instructed the colonists to carve a cross if they were attacked. But the settlement was found completely unmarked, except for Croatoan and Crow carved into a post and a nearby tree. This was the name of a nearby island and a friendly Native American tribe, suggesting the settlers simply packed up and moved south to live with them. But other, darker scenarios persist. Did they fall victim to a hostile local tribe or try to build a crude, desperate boat to sail back across the Atlantic on their own, only to perish in the merciless ocean waves? The mystery deepens when we consider that centuries-old local legends claim some of the settlers survived for generations among the indigenous peoples, passing down European features and strange, lost words. More than 400 years later, the lost colony remains America's oldest unsolved mystery. While the theory of assimilation is the most accepted, the truth is we may never know exactly what shattered the Roanoke settlement. The carving Croatoan was not a distress signal, but perhaps it was the first map of the New World, a desperate clue left by a people choosing integration over starvation. Yet the lack of concrete evidence leaves room for darker possibilities. Were they wiped out by disease, or did they fall victim to the very war that kept Governor White from returning? The enduring legacy of Roanoke is not just the mystery of their disappearance, but the resilience of their story. They were the first English attempt, the first to vanish, and the first to remind us that history is often written not by what is recorded, but by what is irrevocably lost. Did they vanish into the wilderness or join a new life? Drop your theories below, hit subscribe, and join us next time on the Untold Ledger.